Check one, two, three, testing one, mic check one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we have both the gentlemen here from Bombay and Delhi. So firstly, let's talk to Mr. Neerav Thakur. So yes, hi. How are you feeling today?
It's a fresh day, new game. We are going with the same team. I think we are batting first. And basically we want to stick to what we did yesterday. Capitalize the first 6 overs and put up a good score and give it a good fight.
So any key players you are expecting that they are going to be doing wonders today?
Normally the captain is always the key player, but our opening partnership is probably the key today.
Any score or a plan you have in mind, or any kind of like particular strategy you have in mind?
We don't want to aim too high, although we felt initially that 180 might be a good score, but I think we'll aim for 160 and hope take it from there.
All the very best, and may the best team win. And now here we have another gentleman here. So quickly, let's talk to Raj Sahu from Delhi. Hi. So what are the key prospects for today's match?
It's a very beautiful ground and a very beautiful weather. The key prospect is we are a very strong batting side and we are hoping to make something above 160. And practically if it is a spinning wicket, so we have good spinners also. So let's see, the best team wins.
Who are all going to be the key players in your team?
The captain is a good player, Mr. Arshia. Shubhendu Kaushik is a very dynamic player who comes as an opener. And as I told you, we have batting lineup till 6 and 7. So we are hopeful for a very good show today.
What is the score plan you are trying to be matching?
Basically what I have seen that the score, the par score is 150. And if we get something above 150 to 180, that will be a good score to win.
All the very best, and may the best team win. So now we're going to be getting started, Mumbai and Delhi. So let's see how the game is going to be. I'm very excited. So may the best team win, and all the very best to both of you.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of the South Asian Lawyers T20 cricket tournament. It's a hot and humid day. Beautiful morning. Let's have a look at the pitch, what we have in store. Looks like an absolutely dry track. I think the spinner should play a crucial role because there is absolutely no grass cover. Whatever little grass we see is just to hold and bind the wicket, it seems. But as the game progresses, the wicket should break out and the spinners will have a bigger role to play. As we can see the ground, there are 3 long boundaries, the straight, the corners and the other side straight. 3 long boundaries, 1 short boundary, but still, I think the spinners will have a bigger role to play in the game. Wicket looks absolutely dry, good track to win the toss, bat first, put up a score, and let's see what the other side can do.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, viewers one and all. Welcome to the Burger Recreation Club grounds. We are here at day 2 of the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament. The matchup today at the BRC grounds is Delhi Giants versus Bombay. I am Avin Abedira.
And I am Farviz Adnan. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful day for a day of cricket.
Definitely.
Blue skies, Avin.
Definitely. Farviz, what do we think about the pitch here? How will the matchup fare?
Well, I think the pitch was looking a bit dry in this morning because there were 2 matches played, 80 overs in total yesterday. And as for the moment, it looks very dry, and there is a very good chance after the first inning of this game, a bit breaks will occur in the sweet spots of the pitch. So, as for now, I think it looks like a bit of a batting track. You can expect a score of about 140 to 160 if they bat well in this surface. But towards the evening, there could be a bit of a spin, but that's for later. For now, I think the conditions are favorable for batting.
Definitely, and it's a hot, humid day here in sunny Colombo, and the sun is going to be weathering down the pitch as the day goes on. 80 overs of cricket, 40 overs in this match, and 40 overs in the next. So it's definitely going to be a spinner's wicket as the day moves on. But for now, the batting side will have their hopes up to get a quick score and get the match well and started.
Well, Avin, what makes me curious is that Delhi won the toss and it elected to bowl first. So
Right.
what do you think about that decision?
Well, seeing as the pitch has been used for one day already, I think they might be banking on the fact that the spinners will have purchase early on in the game. So it's obvious that the Delhi Giants have a lot of faith in their spin attack since as they were the
Testing one. Okay. Another. Hari. Voice share. Okay, copied.
Ayubovan, Namaste, and a very fresh good morning to all the ladies and gentlemen present here. Welcoming all of you here at the Lawyers T20 Association Tournament. It's a bright sunny day here in Colombo, and we are all set to get the match started. The first match for today is going to be Delhi versus Bombay. Quickly to introduce myself, my name is Navyata, and I am your presenter for today. So we're going to be having the toss ceremony now. So let's see who is going to be winning the toss. Over to the captains.
Hello, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, one, two, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Hello, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay. Vijay Kumar from Kolkata and Muntasir from Dhaka.
Good.
I'm joined by Vijay Kumar representing Kolkata and Muntasir representing Dhaka, along with our wonderful umpires. It's time for that right now.
Okay, this is head. Okay.
की स्ट्रैटेजीज या कुछ आपने तैयारी की है?
नहीं, बस अच्छा खेलेंगे बस.
ठीक है, all the very best. And yes, we lost the toss, but that's okay.
Your
But
decision and
how
the
do you
reason
feel the
behind
pitch is going to be today?
Generally, the pitches in Sri Lanka are going to be little slow, maybe little low. Yesterday, our strategy was the same. We wanted to bat first. Yesterday also, today also, we wanted to bat first. It's a good toss to lose, score the runs, and then let the opponent score it, because subsequently, according to our reading, it's going to be little more slower in the second innings.
So how many runs do you think Delhi is going to be nailing it in the first innings?
So, as far as the matches yesterday, I guess 140 is a safe score, a pass score. If you go beyond 140, it is a good score. So
In the first innings, how much do you think that they're going to be scoring?
we are batting.
Yeah. So what is the...
That's what I said. We are looking at a pass score of 140. If we go beyond that, well and good.
All the very best, and may the best team win.
A very good morning, viewers one and all. Here we are at the Burger Recreation Club in Colombo. We are here at day 2 of the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament. The team matchups for the day are Delhi Giants and Bombay. So two teams from India, very talented set of cricketers here for an exciting matchup of cricket here. So Farviz, what do you think about the pitch here?
Well, Lavin, looking at the pitch, it looked pretty dry in the morning. As we went on and did a bit of an inspection on there, it looked a bit damaged. Could be the reason why they elected to bowl first once they won the toss, the Delhi Giants.
Definitely.
I think in the morning there could be some swing to be expected by the fast bowlers if they are going to go for that fast bowling option early on in the inning.
Definitely.
So afterwards in the second inning there is going to be more damages on the pitch for sure because it's very dry, and the fast bowlers in Delhi team, they are for sure deck bowlers as well, so they have the ability of breaking the wicket while they are bowling. So I think we can expect a very eventful day of cricket with this pitch and with this outfield setup.
Yeah, I would say it's a two-pronged attack by the Delhi Giants. Send in the fast bowlers first, break the wicket up a little for the spinners, and because the soil is tightly packed here in the morning, and because of the humidity, there might be a bit of swing available for them in the early overs. But pretty soon, I would say it's going to be a spinner's wicket here. So let's see how Mumbai replies with the bat.
Well, we should remember that Mumbai do really good in the early overs because even yesterday they scored more than 60 runs in the first power play.
Right.
Because they can capitalize for sure in those conditions, and they pretty well faced the new ball as well. So up for a day of good action, Naveen.
Definitely, Farviz, and viewers, you can catch all the cricket here on the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament broadcast live on YouTube. Alright, so these are the squads. Delhi Giants, Aditya Archa, Amit Chaudhary, Jaidesh Kumar, Kushagra Sharma, Madhav Narayan. So all impressive names here. Alright, the bowler warming up for his run-up here. Farviz, as a fast bowler yourself, what do you think should be the approach here for the fast bowler in his first over?
Well, in the first few overs, he should do the hardest thing that a fast bowler has to do, which is doing the basic things right.
Right.
So
sticking to
a consistent line and length is basically, until you are in your right rhythm, is the hardest thing to do. So in the early overs, I think it's going to be a real challenge because there's a bit of an uphill in the run-up as well.
Definitely.
So
yeah. So when you and I were checking out the wicket earlier in the morning, we saw that there was a bit of an uphill trek for the fast bowler. So that might present a bit of a challenge in terms of getting the pacing, the line and length correct. So and we've seen earlier on day one the two earlier fixtures that were held here today. The first 6 overs, the batsmen really scored well here. So the fast bowlers have a task on their hands to limit the run scoring here.
Absolutely. I mean, that's another point that we should take care of. One slip in place. The first delivery. Here we go. He'll collect a single off of the first ball. And I don't know if you can remember, but before the match when we were talking, I told you that in this specific venue, the right way to go is with a sweeper cover.
Definitely. So it seems to be a set field, but the batsman showing the right intent here, taking the bowler on.
And the thing is pretty impressive for a T20 game.
Yeah, very restrictive field here.
Well, with the field being packed on the offside, the bowler should do the right things here. So we'll see.
Yeah, beats the batsman here.
Batsman going for that full swing of the arms.
So I think in the first over itself, the batsman here is showing the right intent here. He's not afraid to go for those ambitious shots. But he should be careful here because those ambitious shots are not new. So these are not innovative techniques. So this has been documented here in the earlier fixtures held at the BRC ground. So that's what the batsman should be worried about. It swings away from the batsman, and the batsman can't help but play at that shot. So he needs to be careful about the swing available for the pacers in the earlier overs.
Jaidesh, the only bowler to pick up a wicket yesterday against the encounter of Colombo Titans.
That's
wonderful
a really
shot.
There.
Beautiful shot on the offside, piercing the outfield all the way for a 4. That was right off the middle of the bat also. It
Definitely.
Sounded pretty well.
Yeah, it sounded good when you hear the crisp timber of the wood. That's how you know that shot was taken straight out of a textbook there. First boundaries of the day.
Once again, full swing of the bat, right through the gap, taking a bit of an aerial route. But he wouldn't worry, he'll say thank you very much.
Definitely. So these, he seems to be an aggressive sort of batsman, which could work wonders for him. Takes the delivery to the cleaners, taken by long off.
Personally though, I wouldn't go too much fuller against that batsman, you know. He actually has a huge swing of the bat.
Definitely. The arc is impressive, and his timing is impeccable as well. Sure, he hasn't broken through the covers every delivery, but he's gone for that delivery every time. He's gone out swinging, and he's never missed. There's never been an edge here. We are still 5 deliveries in, but the bowlers would do well to note that. Yeah, fuller delivery.
Once again, a bit of an outswinger. So that is the end of the first over, ladies and gentlemen. 6 runs for no loss.
Yeah, so the Delhi Giants, they had a stellar performance yesterday. So Farviz, what are your insights on the Delhi Giants team here? They've decided to bowl first.
Well, the Delhi Giants couldn't quite capitalize on their bowling yesterday against the Colombo Titans because the Colombo Titans stick for a specific plan. All they needed to do was get 120 runs out of 120 balls. So they collected their singles, did all the right things, making it a very hard time for the Delhi Giants bowlers. But today I'm hoping to see something new from them. They have switched up the bowling because yesterday they started off with a spinner. Today, learning from the conditions, they've gone for a fast bowling approach, which is the right way to go.
Definitely, and Mumbai would do well to learn from teams such as the Tuskers and the Colombo Titans, who stuck to consistent run scoring instead of flashes of aggression.
What a delivery that is. That was very full, but the wicketkeeper had to collect it over his head. What do you think happened there?
Well, I think there was a slight edge. So that's what we were talking about. There's outswing here. So the batsman needs to be careful when going for that arc. Yeah, that's a good line to hold as well. Tight near the off stump.
Once again. the pitch showing its magic.
Definitely. So there's something here for the Pacers, definitely. I think they do well to capitalize and get a wicket or two here in the power play. Yeah, Delhi Giants doing the right things here. They're sticking to their basics. They're sticking to what they know. They're deploying the Pacers early on, making sure they take use. Well,
Oh, that was poor. On the onside, a bit too much on the leg side. There was no chance for the keeper to collect that.
Misses everyone and it's a boundary. Yeah, so 4.5 runs per over. That's a predicted score of 90. We saw earlier in the day run scoring was a bit limited. In the earlier fixture on day 1 here at the BRC grounds, we saw that the score to beat was 95. But later in the day, the score to beat was 151. So there was a huge jump.
Oh, that ball came darting into the right hand. I think they're taking the advantage of the wind as well.
Definitely, there's a strong gust of wind blowing in from the pavilion here. Yeah, this is good bowling here. It's not predictable at all. That's the in swing. The space on the ball as well.
A bit of an unexpected bounce from that end.
Yeah, and it's an uncomfortable length for the batsman as well. He's batting in front of the crease, so he's looking to take the ball on. So when he's sticking that length, it becomes very uncomfortable for the batsman when the ball is going up towards his elbows.
What a good delivery that is. Right where he should be looking to bowl these deliveries. Totally beat the batsman that one. Once again, too much on the leg side. The batsman will go for a single there.
Yeah, that's smart thinking from the Mumbai team there. No call for a second and they're content with just the 1 run. Yeah, Arman and Jairaj here doing the right things. They've shown intent here. And they are not afraid of swinging the bat now and then. But they're also doing the basics, right? So they're putting away any loose balls and they're taking advantage of the wider deliveries because the bowler is trying to hold a tight line here. That's a wider delivery, but still beats the batsman here. Yeah, that's a good length to bowl that wider delivery, especially with the field that they've set here.
The covers field and the point are placed a bit closer because there's protection in the deep.
Hoping for an edge.
Oh, direct hit. Brilliant work from the fielder. You can clearly see that the wicket keeper and including him, the rest of the fielders are in the right mindset.
Definitely, and they'll keep that mindset for 4 more overs. 2 overs in. Mumbai is 15 runs down for the loss of no wickets. he's keen to hold a bit of a tighter line there. Bowling to the stumps there.
Ever since the start of the inning, he has been very consistent with his line and length, making it a bit hard for them to score.
So like you said, Farviz, it's the hardest thing for a fast bowler to do early in the morning is get the basics right, and so far the two bowlers here have been doing it right, and that's yet another showcase of the things that are working for Jagdish here.
As I was saying before, sticking to the basics can do wonders for a fast bowler. Not only a fast bowler, any thing you do in cricket, sticking to the basics can do a lot. Once again with the tighter line, Jaidesh.
Yeah, that delivery could have bottomed out onto the stumps as well. So Arman needs to be careful about swinging the bat for every delivery. Maybe he doesn't need to hurry. They've got 16 runs on the board as well. They're still within the power play. There's plenty of run scoring to be had here at the BRC grounds. It's mainly a batsman's wicket.
That's well played on the offside, lofting over the head of the mid-off-fielder all the way for a boundary. What a shot that is.
Well, swinging it is. That's the order of the day.
Well, we can clearly see they are absolutely trying to take the advantage of the power play, because there has not been a single shot which was all the way down the ground, because
see, that's a bit too full for my taste. Comes right onto the bat, lofted to mid-off. So yes, for those deliveries, I believe definitely those deliveries should be put away. Our projected score jumping up to 150 now. One should keep in mind that this is yet the power play, and failing restrictions are much tighter, so the advantage goes to the batsman. After the 6th over, we shall see if the scoring dips a bit.
Well, with that boundary, they changed their approach and went for a long off, because Arman keeps swinging his bat on the offside. Could be very lethal. That's going to be a wide delivery there. Kushagra. He was trying to send it into the right-hander with that in-swinging grip, but actually couldn't quite succeed in it because it was apparently a bit too wide on the offside. Goes all the way. Oh, that connected pretty well. Over the head of the mid-on. All the way for a boundary. That was a crispy strike. Full swing of the bat, of the middle of the bat as well. Dispatched all the way. You can see a deep mid-off and a sweeper cover in place. Oh, there's a bit of an interruption. A good delivery, swinging in. Will be stopped at short mid-wicket region. They'll take a single off of that though. Delhi Giants still going with the fast bowling approach. A good delivery, but they'll take a quick single off of it. Mumbai are absolutely doing the right thing by taking all the runs they can, because every single run matters in cricket. There's protection in the deep, and it will be taken in the deep mid-off region. A clean catch, no mistakes made.
Yeah,
and that is the first fall of the first wicket of the Mumbai inning.
Yeah, Delhi Giants doing everything right there. It was a perfect setup. Taken in the deep. Textbook dismissal there. See, this is what I was saying. The batsman should be really careful about swinging the bat for every delivery that comes along their way, because you never know when the field might be set up for the easiest delivery on the planet. And first dismissal of the day, the batsman walks.
And I also think it was a smart approach after the boundary in the last over by Arman. They did the right thing by placing a long off.
Yeah, in the deep, Arman walks for 15 runs off of 10 deliveries, and yeah, the new batsman at the crease would do well to remember that the Delhi Giants are intelligent fielders. That's been their greatest strength yesterday as well. We saw it at the Coles Cricket Ground. They're good at what they do. They're good at what they do. Their bowling attack is good, and they've learned their lessons from the blunders they made earlier. They're sticking to the fast bowlers as much as the ground will allow them, and they've set up their field beautifully.
A good delivery on the offside. Going for a single. Oh, could have been pretty close with the directed. But he's safe. What a shot. A cracking stroke on the onside. Through the gap between the mid-on and mid-off, all the way for a boundary. The last ball was dispatched for a beautiful 4. Connects with the ball very well. Jaidesh going for his third over there. Once again, a very good delivery on the offside, right outside the off stump. And that little tickle on the offside was very well taken care of by the fielder on the covers region. Nicely worked on the offside towards the third man for a single there. Four more deliveries to go in this over. A very good delivery once again. Jaidesh hasn't bowled a single wide this morning. Going so far so good. Is delivering the balls where they should be delivered. The consistency has been pinpoint. Once again makes it very hard for the batsman to swing his arms. It gets under edge and it's gone away towards the mid-wicket, whereas they will be collecting a single off of it. But nothing big still in this over.
The Mumbai stand getting a little excited here. Yeah, that's a call for a dismissal from the bowler and the keeper as well. Yeah, futile effort for review there. Yeah, that's the length I want to see. Nips back into the batsman as well.
And that looked pretty close as well.
Definitely. I think if the review system was available, I think if I was a bowler in that situation, I would definitely ask the skipper for review as well. Yeah, this bowler Jaidesh has been impressive throughout this is his third over. He's bowling and he's been excellent from the pavilion.
Once again on the offside, not too wide for him to cut.
Definitely. See, this is the type of delivery that entices the batsman to play at it. And Jaidesh is intelligent in that he leaves a bit of room. He leaves the bit of risk where the batsman can score, but he's enticing the batsman to go after that delivery, which can be dangerous in the late overs as well.
So he could rock with those kind of deliveries with the new ball, but when it comes to the old ball, the movements can be a bit dull.
Yeah, definitely. So as of right now, while the new ball is still fresh off the match referee's hand, he's doing everything he can with that ball.
Oh,
yeah, that's kind.
That connected pretty well. Will that go all the way?
It does. Takes off a few light bulbs along the way, and it's a maximum, the first of the innings. Mumbai moves on to 41.
And Jairaj, being the settled batsman he is, goes for that aggressive strike.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Yeah, that's a poor delivery though. It's a bit fuller, comes straight onto the bat. And yeah, that's
dispatched over the fence outside the park.
Definitely, yeah, that's going to be a few hundred rupees for the tenants there, but for our viewers, it's good cricket. Yeah, Mumbai looking settled here. They are looking happy, smiles on their faces. Their batsmen are doing a stellar job. 41 runs for the loss of just 1 wicket in the power play. What's your verdict, Faviz?
Well, I think Mumbai did quite well in the power play, taking that aerial route, scoring runs off of it with their right approach, and the Delhi Giants managed to grasp a wicket out of their strategic thinking as well. I mean, it's a 50-50, more like a 60-40 situation here.
Definitely, I would say both sides are even keeled, but Mumbai coming back from that early dismissal, they've gone on to score aggressively. They've showed their intent early on from the first delivery itself. They've gone out all guns blazing, and it's worked wonders for them. 41 off the power play in a pitch such as this, it sets the tone for the overs to come, and this is good. This is what they should be doing. They should be building a solid, established partnership. Just a bit of delay in the proceedings here. They are looking for the ball that went to the moon and came back. That was a hell of a swing though.
You can see there the substitute fielder, or rather the bench player, going on to have a bit of a chat there with the two batsmen.
Definitely.
Probably strategic plan exchanges there.
Yeah, and as long as the ball stays there, those are valuable seconds for the bench players to go up and have a bit of chat.
Oh, there it is. The camera crew has done a great job spotting the ball.
Definitely, I've always had the utmost respect for camera crews in cricketing fixtures, especially in the sport of cricket. It's a daunting task, and often it's thankless. But this is where the magic happens. Cricket would not be what it is today without the tireless production crews that arrive first and leave last. Yeah. Well, the fielders have their task cut out for them, definitely. Yeah, they might be contemplating breaking a few laws here, breaking and entering.
But I think all the entrance to that one specific place where the ball is in is closed up.
Definitely, and the show must go on, so climb the fence.
I think it's either climb the fence or break the gate.
Definitely. Yeah, that's skied as well. Top edge and goes off to the boundary. Jayrag here sticking to his guns, doing what he knows best. Yeah, that's a poor delivery there. Too full for my taste. Swings the bat at it, takes the top off. Yeah, skies that one as well. Takes it off the leg, and that's another maximum.
Oh, once again out of the park.
Yeah, Weavers might have a bit of waiting to do here in between deliveries. Mumbai taking every delivery to the cleaners there.
That was pounded mercilessly, man. Wow, what a shot that is.
Yeah, here I feel like Delhi Giants might be losing the plot here a little bit. They've stuck to a tight line, but to commit to that line, they need to figure out the length that they must be bowling at. That's a bit too full. Sorry, that was a bit too short. Comes down to the bat perfectly.
And I think the strategy he might have used to correct the length from the previous delivery might have gone a bit too far there.
Yeah, overcorrections are definitely something you want to avoid in cricket. Projected score looking good there, 185. Swings the bat again, takes the bottom edge on it.
Oh,
yeah, that's good running. It's important for Mumbai to not get complacent here. They've been skying every ball. They've been taking those loose deliveries to town. But they also need to be aware of those better deliveries that come their way, put them away quickly into the field. Quick, tight running, communication between the batsmen. Should work wonders for them. Yeah, that's driven well. Taken well by the fielder. At long off.
That was good work from the fielder, but you should admire the technique of that cover drive. That was beautifully played. Right off the middle of the bat, on the front foot. Beautiful bat swing. Perfect.
Good sound as well. That's how you know that's a good shot. Yeah, straight out of leg scoop, that one. Yeah, that's a slow one there. Beats the batsman. And at the end of the power play, Mumbai are 53 for 1.
Not that accurate at all. It's a quick single that was taken. Obviously, the communication between the wickets is pretty much actually efficient. There was no hesitation whatsoever. If there was a little bit of even hesitation there, then I'm pretty sure one of these batsmen would have been back into the dugout. Plays it and lost it once again, but this time...
Well, the umpire giving the confirmation that the power play is over. And at the same time, the Delhi Giants are going for the spin approach now. The spinner has been invited for the bowling attack. Aditya.
May have
definitely
9 runs so far.
I feel like Delhi Giants, even though they've been taken to the cleaners a bit, 53 runs in 6 overs, that's something no bowling side wants to see, especially considering that they've decided to bowl first. So they've definitely made a few errors along the way, but here I think they should be capitalizing on the work that their fast bowlers have done. They've softened up the pitch a bit, given the spinners a bit of purchase here. Yeah, much wider field here. Yeah, 2 fielders in the deep. Yeah, tries to slice it, and that's a dismissal. Softest of its kind. Delhi Giants, their plan working well for them. That's the second dismissal of the day. And the man in form walks.
Neeraj Athavale, the man walking back to the dugout.
Scoring 3 runs off of 7 deliveries, so perhaps not the result that he would have wanted from himself, but he should be putting that to rest now.
They have moderately used the
Aditya, the new batsman on the crease, walking.
Have a solid 50-run partnership for the whole
Well,
team.
you always can redeem yourself in the game of cricket because there are 2 innings for the game.
Definitely. And I've always wondered how top order batsmen feel when they get dismissed cheaply, because it's not as if they can contribute as meaningfully with the ball. But something I've seen is top order batsmen really give it their all in the field. So more incentive then in the second innings to do a stellar job in the field. The batsman from Mumbai.
The middle overs of the game, trying to introduce the spinners. The wicket is pretty
Well, of course, I mean, good point you pointed out there. Well, if we are talking in international forms, we can always look at Steve Smith, Joe Root. They do a bit of extra work in the field if they get dismissed for single digits in the first inning. And you can see those batsmen going for screamers in the slip cordon. So it's always not too late. A good delivery on the offside by Aditya.
just didn't middle it properly and frustrated. Utilizing that opportunity properly.
Plays it late on the pads. There was a call for a run there, but the fielders are doing a good job. So might be shaping up to be a wicket maiden here. The spinner bowling his first over, doing everything right. Dismissal on his first delivery. Dots here. Yeah, that's another appeal, and he's struck on LBW. That's 2 wickets on the trot for the spinner. And the new batsman walks. Not a minute in the field.
Bamboozling the batsman. Take him up by surprise.
Well, this is a dream run for the bowler there.
I think
absolutely. The umpire just had to raise his finger. It was a blinder.
Yeah, the batsman tried to push it off into the leg, playing it late on the pads, but the bowler had him deceived. Walks for a duck. Yeah, Mumbai losing the plot here a bit, so it's a fluctuating game here. Early on in the power play, Mumbai was doing everything right except for that first dismissal. But now Delhi Giants clawing their way back into the game here, so they need to be careful and capitalize on the dismissals that their spinner has bought them in 1 over.
A very classic field placement there. Sweeper covers long on, long off, and a deep square leg accompanied by a deep mid wicket.
Yeah, just a solitary slip there.
Well, there's no protection in the fine leg region, so the bowler should look to bowl on the offside. I think the batsman who was dismissed in the previous ball, he was trying to glide it away through the fine leg region, because you can clearly see that there's a lot of runs over here.
Definitely, and the batsman here try to play with the spin.
Comfortable single taken.
Yeah, both dismissals because of misguided attempts to play with the spin there. So the spinner knows his job. A wicket made for the spinner. Almost, except for that last delivery.
It's always brilliant when the number of wickets are more than the runs scored in that over.
Definitely,
so
and the
fantastic.
scorecard so far. Arman Sheikh, the opener wicket keeper, scoring 15 runs off of 10 deliveries, good strike rate at 150. Jairaj Good, the man on the crease in form, 31 off of 20 at a strike rate of 155. Neeraj Jatawale, batting innings to forget, 3 runs off of 7 deliveries. Ninad Muzumdar not out at the crease, scoring that single. And Ninad Muzumdar, yeah, he's the skipper there, and the batsman before him walking for a duck.
One more spinner introduced into the bowling attack there from the opposite end. Varun Pratap Singh into the bowling attack. Oh, what a nice bowling action that is. Pretty clean. A right arm unorthodox bowler. A bit too wide on that occasion, but the extra cover fielder does a brilliant job collecting that ball because that was thrashed towards him and it bounced on the turf as well, so brilliant job there. One more fielder introduced into the offside. I wonder what they are trying to do there. An extra covers introduced to the 30-yard line. And the short extra cover moving into a more of a catching position there with another fielder at sweeper cover. What a field setting this is. The skipper must trust the bowler that much to place the field like this, and goes for an LBW attempt, and it is out. Once again a plum delivery, attempting to sweep it on the onside. That was brilliant strategic plan from the skipper there.
Definitely, using the spinners to full effect here. 3 dismissals in the previous 2 overs.
And if you look closely what happened there, the skipper removed the short mid-wicket and invited him over to the offside and asked the bowler to bowl straighter, whereas the batsman will attempt to glide it on the onside for maybe a single or a couple.
So that's good captaincy from the Delhi Giants skipper. Removing a fielder from the...
That was absolutely brilliant deployment.
Definitely.
And the bowler does the right thing as well, so that is to be admired too.
Definitely. So the bowler, the skipper and the fielders working in tandem here. Delhi Giants doing everything right. So that's support for the bowler here, and the bowler is doing his job. He's sticking to a line and length, and they're playing intelligent cricket here. Yeah, 4 wickets down. Smelling an early victory for Vizavi.
Well, we can never say a win. As for now, it looks like it could go both ways, because few overs back we thought Mumbai did an absolutely brilliant job in the power play, but now as the scoreboard looks, they haven't moved so too far from the standpoint where they were. And if you look at the wickets, they've grown to 4, so can go both ways.
Definitely, such is the game of cricket. It's a fluctuating thing. It's a fickle mistress.
Fluctuations are never boring, let me tell you that.
Definitely, and makes the game more exciting for our viewers as well. Yeah, it's a good show of cricket here at the lovely city of Colombo, at the beautiful Burger Recreation Club grounds, a bastion of cricketing culture here in Colombo and in Sri Lanka.
Good delivery once again on the offside. You can see a bit of a spin now. It's starting to spin.
Yeah, moving away from the batsman there. So yeah, the tighter line seems to be working well.
Very good delivery once again.
Yeah, the spinners here, they are doing nothing wrong here.
So that would be the end of the 8th over. 54 for 4. Aditya continuing from his usual end.
Yeah, the two spinners working in tandem have been brilliant. They've been sticking to consistent lines and length, constantly threatening the batsman.
Goes down the track, desperate to collect those runs.
Yeah, batsman tries to take it on, takes the bottom edge on the bat. Moves towards the fielder on the deep one side. Yeah, the two batsmen here, I get that they might be desperate here and slightly frustrated with their run of form here, but they need to rebuild here. They've got a plethora of runs here, so they have a foundation to work on, but they're well into the middle order here. So they need to keep their wits about them and not go for foolish runs. Yeah, that's a really good delivery by the bowler there. Comes back into the batsman. Yeah, slightly wide off stump. I'm liking this bowler strategy.
And for him, since he is an orthodox right arm bowler, there you can see more protection on the onside. Captain doing all the right things.
Collected by the fielder there, and that's another dot to end the 9th over. Mumbai 55 for 4.
Not moving as fast as they used to move. Beautifully played on the offside for a boundary. Over the head of the extra covers there. Brave batting.
Yeah, that's a poor delivery there. Punished and put away over covers. Races to the boundary there.
Fearless batting. Fearless batting from Jairaj there. Look, even though there was a sweeper cover placed, he was... Oh!
Yeah, that's tight as well, and that's another maximum.
What a shot that is!
Yeah, that's bravery if I've ever seen one. That's a maximum over the onside. Plays with the spin there.
Well, that would definitely shatter Varun's confidence with his last over.
Definitely, he was doing everything right the previous over, so he needs to be sticking to a consistent line and length. He's bowling a bit too full here. Yeah,
Once
goes
again,
for the same shot again.
Once again, he's targeting that fuller length against Jairaj. Maybe he's thinking that he'll slightly miss-hit that towards the fielders on the line, but apparently he's been connecting them very well and dispatching them.
The arc of the bat, his timing is impeccable here. Slices it. No run there. Yeah, that's short. Races towards the boundary on the leg side. That's another boundary.
Very well played there. Moved a bit towards the offside to get in line with the ball the right way. That is the textbook way of playing a pull shot against a spinner. A check drive towards extra covers.
Yeah, at the end of the 10th over, halfway down the innings, Mumbai 70 for 4. And our host Navyata Sagar is here with a guest to do a bit of analysis about the match.
A dart delivery on the offside. පුළුවන් කරන්න ඕනලා කියන්න. Well, with that single, I would like to hand over the attention towards our host, Navyata Sagar. She is there with a guest to do a bit of an analysis about the game. Navyata, it's your chance now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are done with the first 10 overs, and here we have Shivankur from Amchi, Mumbai. So yes, I can see the game going a bit dull, so do you have any key strategies right now to change the game? What do you have anything in mind?
We are going pretty well. We just need to ensure that Jairaj stays here. He's batting at 44 right now, and he's the key batsman right now. And we are hoping somewhere around 140, 150 should be a good enough score to defend in this kind of pitch. Even though the ground is pretty small on one side, but I think 150 should be good enough with the bowlers.
So any kind of key strategies you have planned for the next 10 overs now?
We need to keep our wickets in hand for the next 5-6 overs till 16, 17 overs, and then go hard with our hitters down the order. And last 3 overs we need to capitalize more and get some defendable score.
So hope you reach 140, 150 as you've already aimed, so all the very best. Okay, so moving on, we have Anil Huda from Delhi here with us. So yes, as of now I can see that commendably you guys, all of us are playing. So what is the key strategy for all of you now?
We're trying to restrict Bombay to around 120 or so, because bowlers are bowling well. Spinners have restricted them now. We have taken wickets. They are 4 down. So let us see. We will be able. I think the team will be able to restrict them 1 to 120 or something.
Who are the master players in your team?
Shibendu, he's a hard hitter and he have done well. He have scored 154 in the last All India Cricket Tournament final. And then we have some good hitters, and Vinod Dangi and Jadish, who scored 20 runs in the last over yesterday. So we have a deep batting lineup. So I think we will be able to chase that. But Bombay is a good side, certainly, always, as always. So let's see.
I really like the sporting spirit, as he says that the other team can also win it. So let's see which team is going to be nailing the match. And over to the commentator.
Thank you, Navyata. And that would be the end of the 11th over. And it's 74 for 4. a leading edge. Oh, a bit of a fumble between the batsmen. That looks pretty close, but I think he was safe there, referring to the TV umpire. That was a dangerous mix-up between the two batsmen. Yes, he was safe there in that occasion. Poor effort from the fielder who made the first throw there. He could have directly gone for the bowler's end, but apparently since it was a bit too closer for him, the keeper's end, he went for that option. Hopefully for Mumbai, the two batsmen will take care of that communication issue. Jairaj playing outside the crease, trying to charge the bowler. A bit of an interruption by the crows flying by the pitch. Nicely played on the offside, but there's protection in the sweeper covers region. They'll collect a single off of that. Current run rate looks pretty decent for Mumbai. It's 6.71. It could be a bit higher though if they are looking to get a rather challenging scoreline. But still, there's 8 overs and 4 more deliveries to go, so we can never say. Madhav Narayan tried to work it on the offside for a single, but straight to the fielder. Anand, the batsman. The beautiful geographical difference of Sri Lanka.
Yeah, the culture, the heritage, it's a thing of beauty here. Really is.
I would simply say Sri Lanka is a work of art.
Definitely. Molded by the gods themselves. Yeah, so is that delivery. Glance into his leg. Yeah, projected score dipping below 150 here. Yeah, Mumbai are stuck between a rock and a hard place here. They are 4 wickets down, so they don't have a lot of wickets to play around with, but they need to get going.
Madhav attempting that cheeky back of the hand slow ball.
He cuts back into the batsman as well. But that's well defended by the batsman. Good game awareness. But so far it's been a good over from the bowler. It's been a control over. They can afford to get a few cheap overs in between the lull period between the 10th over and the 15th over before things start to get heated up back at the end. So if they do that, they can apply pressure on Mumbai here. Delhi Giants so far they seem to be sticking to that plan where up until around the 16th over they are trying to get those cheap overs in. They are not really trying to get those wicket taking deliveries there. That's kite though. Will it be taken by the fielder?
Falls just short.
What could have been? What could have been? Good over though. Yeah, that was a bit of an error by the pacer.
He's attempting that back of the hand slow ball once again, but apparently it was a bit too...
Yeah, that was a comedy of errors here. Starting from the beginning, the pacer not executing the perfect delivery. Skied by the batsman. Could have been a dismissal there.
It could have been an expensive dismissal because that was the set batsman who was in danger.
Who scored 28 runs. 48 runs off of 22 deliveries. So that's no small feat. So to get out in such a cheap way would have been a stroke of misfortune. So these are the upcoming matches here at the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament in 2023. Karachi Lawyers versus Colombo Titans at 2:30 here. Lahore Lawyers versus the Bangalore Tuskers being held today as well. Yeah, that's swept towards the leg, collected by the fielder. I feel like they could be running a bit more though.
Yeah, in the earlier parts of the inning, they did pretty well that running between the wickets part, but now I think they're trying to be a bit more cautious because it's still the death overs. There's still 7 overs and 4 more deliveries to go. So, very well connected on the onside. It will go all the way for a maximum. What a shot that is.
And Jarak moves towards... Yeah, does he? Yeah, he gets his 50 with a strike rate about 25, no less.
And collecting his 50 in style. Wow, what a shot that is.
That was really well connected, playing with the spin as well. Goes down on one leg. His footwork really has been the hero ingredient for me. Almost beats the batsman there. Yeah, Jaira good, scoring 54 off of 34 at a strike rate of 158.82. 4 maximums, 4 boundaries. That's not impressive. I don't know what is. Yeah, that's glance towards the leg. No fine leg there to retrieve it.
Well, with this field setting, you cannot afford to bowl in that line because it's always going to end up in a couple at least, and this is the worst that can happen.
The bowler needs to be targeting just off that off stump. I feel like with the wind in play as well, there's a bit of headwind here, so the ball might be glancing towards the leg. Gives the batsman a bit of time to score a few runs here and there. Yeah, that's sliced off. That's another misfield. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot and he pays a beautiful dividend. Costly misfield there. So that's 12 runs off the previous 3 deliveries. Yeah, Delhi Giants taking their foot off the gas here, letting go of the pressure.
After those 4 quick scalps, they look like they were the dominant side at the moment, but once again the tables have turned.
Definitely, such is the game of cricket. Such is the game of cricket, and that's what makes it beautiful for me. No side can ever claim victory before the final delivery. Yeah, that's skied off towards the leg side. Fielder doing his utmost, and that's a mammoth fielding effort, but to no avail here. Let's see what the umpire says.
He made a lot of ground there to get to the ball.
It's impressive nonetheless. May not have been the dismissal that the fielder wanted. Yeah, that was poor shot selection there.
Oh, I think he might be safe. It was not a maximum there.
Yeah, that's
brilliant
good.
work.
That's brilliant work at the deep there.
At least some of the fielders are not going off the gas just yet.
Definitely, the intent is there. The intent is there. It's just that the execution may not be perfect at all times, but that fielder there doing everything right. Yeah, that's a beautiful slice.
Good effort by the covers to slow that down.
Good running there as well, but reflexes seem to be slowed down from the wicket keeper. Might have been a dismissal there at the bowler's end. But so far it's been good running here. Mumbai coming back slowly but surely from the small slump in the beginning.
And Jairaj looking a bit tired now.
Definitely, but he can afford to take his foot off the gas now for a bit before speeding up in the later stages. Well, this seems to be a negative turn of events here. Seems to have a bit of a niggle in his lower leg. Of course, these things happen. Cricket is a tiring game. It demands a lot from you. Let's hope it isn't anything serious.
I think there was a bit of a hamstring cramp.
Yeah, so far this is the batting leaderboard of the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament. Jairaj Good from Mumbai, who's on the field right now. An average of 89, very impressive strike rate, even more so, 164, 150 to his name today. 2 matches, 2 innings, 89 runs. Arman Sheikh from Mumbai. So the 2 top scorers of the tournament, all coming from the city of Mumbai. Mark of pride there, high score of 49, unlucky there. He too scoring at a strike rate of 164. It's a curious dichotomy here, even for die-hard fans of the game. Farviz, what do you think in T20, in the shorter format? Do you think the average matters more or the strike rate matters more? It's a point of contention here. And we have the bowling leaderboard here. Calcutta Tigers leading the scoreboard with a 3-wicket haul. Muzaffar Hussain from Lahore Lawyers being slightly more expensive there. But taking 4 scalps there. Colonel Rodrigo, homegrown here, playing for the Colombo Titans, scoring 3 as well. So we were discussing there. What do you think? Strike rate or average?
Well, I think as long as average is above 20 or maybe 25, I think the strike rate matters a bit more, because
in the shorter format.
In the shorter I mean, in the shortest format. I mean, it differs when it comes to the one-day format as well. But in
Definitely.
the T20 context, I think as long as you play, if you play more than 25 runs, you cannot afford to play more than maybe we'll say 20 balls.
Definitely. It's all about speed and strength and explosiveness in the shortest format here. You do your job, you get out. Yeah, slices at it, comes off the off stump. Yeah, that's glanced down the leg. Yeah, was that call for wide? He comes back towards the batsman, glance towards the leg, goes for a quick run there. This is why for me Jairaj has been impressive. He's not been afraid to glance those deliveries off, go for a quick run or two. He hasn't been looking to take the bowlers on every delivery. He knows the value of his wicket and he knows how important he is for the team lineup. I feel like he might need to carry the bat here if they want to get an imposing total in the cards. That's a really nice shot off the covers. Yeah, that's really good footwork there. I guess the sports mixed up here, but gets the job done. That's really good fielding. Yeah, makes a lot of ground as well. Yeah, really impressive there from the Delhi Giants. See, this is what matters in the lull overs of the game. The 13th, 14th or the 15th overs, neither side is dominant. The fielders need to set the precedent for the bowlers. They need to back the bowlers up. They need to let the bowlers know and the skipper know, we've got your back. You bowl to the field, we'll do our job and make sure you guys can do yours. 14 overs in, Mumbai has just now crossed the 100 mark point. They'll be looking to capitalize on that. Get to 150 if possible. 6 overs left, 36 deliveries, endless possibilities.
Shikhar introduced into the bowling attack.
That's a really good delivery there. Swings in towards the batsman.
Rotates the strike and Jairaj is back on strike.
Yeah, Shikhar using those cutters a little bit more now.
That could be close, but I think the umpire thinks he's running down the leg side.
Yeah,
Looked
that's a
rather
really
straight to me.
impassioned play. Umpire says his leg. Bowler not happy. Implores for a review, but to no avail. Yeah, you can definitely see why a review was needed.
Well, that looked really close. I think the bowler is a bit fair on his appeal there.
Well, gets his dividend. That's timber. Best dismissal of the day, even if I do say so myself. Justice is served.
And that must have been so satisfying for the bowler.
Yeah, Shikhar is a happy man here.
And even though it was not Jairaj on that occasion, earlier it was Jairaj, the appeal for the LBW, but
definitely. Yeah, clips the back leg and it stumps.
No need to appeal that one, is it?
Anand Patel dismissed, 15 off of 23. It's an interesting point in the game for a wicket to go because you're stuck in that sweet spot, that really uncomfortable space between not knowing whether to build a partnership here, go steady, or really accelerate?
I think a really good point to start accelerating would be the 16th over, midway through the 16th over, because that's where the field starts to drop down and you can be a bit more explosive if you have more wickets in hand.
Definitely, but they do have 5 wickets here. We're firmly in the middle order here. Jairaj needs to carry his bat. He's played a wonderful innings here. Needs to keep going with that same steam. But Shikhar, he's been really good with his deliveries.
Tushar Sinha into the batting. A risky run there, could have been really close if it was a direct hit.
Yeah, Mumbai needs to be careful there. They need to be a bit more intensive with their running. I feel like there was a lapse in concentration there.
Well, whoever the batsman is on the other end of Jairaj is desperate to rotate the strike and put Jairaj back on strike. So I see the intent there, but in that occasion it could have been a bit too costly for them to go for that risk.
Yeah, Jairaj.
There it is, the wicket he always wanted. He desperately needed that, and finally he delivers right on the timber.
And the golden wicket for Delhi Giants, and Shikhar takes it.
The danger man from Mumbai walks back to the pavilion.
Yeah, what a disappointing way to get out, but what a wonderful delivery by Shikhar. That's a perfect setup. Earlier I was just about to say,
well, absolutely, a standing ovation is deserved for this man.
Definitely, Jairaj good, scoring 65 off of 39 at a strike rate of 166. That's mighty impressive. He's been so important here, but Mumbai now can't afford to lose any more wickets here. They need to get their house in order. 4 wickets, nothing to play around with. They need to push for that 140 mark. Yeah, he was batting above the crease as well, so he was very confident. But the bowler set him up perfectly for that delivery.
And also we can clearly see he let his intrusive thoughts take over there. His head was all the way back. He was not in control of that shot.
Definitely. Definitely. I feel like they should have changed the approach there. Maybe take it easy until the 16th over or so, but well, that's over. Yeah, 2 new batsmen at the crease. Dire straits for Mumbai here. They need to get a solid line of communication going. Maybe work on that partnership. And accelerate after the 16th over or so. But for now, they need to get the 15th done with.
And they need to find that rhythm between those 2 batsmen. Because without a clean mean of communication, it's going to be very dangerous for them. An outside edge.
It races off towards the boundary. No third man there, and it's a boundary. Still, I feel like Shikhar wouldn't be so discouraged with the line he's holding so far, because it's given them 2 scalps. And when you entice the batsman to be a bit more brave and a bit more gutsy with their shots, that's when mistakes happen. 15 overs in, Mumbai is 108 for 6. That's a full toss there. Well collected by the other pacer, Shikhar.
That single will put Kushal Bandari back on strike.
Average of 11, so nothing to boast about back home, but that substantial runs he could be adding.
Brilliant effort by the wicket keeper to stop that behind the wickets, but that was
could very well have been a wide boundary.
Poor delivery from the bowler though.
They seem to be intent on bowling at the stumps, but yeah, that's a bit of camaraderie between the two sides. Always good to see.
The real spirit of cricket showcased there by them.
Definitely. I mean, yes, there is competition now in the modern game, and it's a very high tempo format, T20, but at the root of it all is camaraderie, brotherhood, and solidarity with one another. It is called the gentleman's game after all. Yeah, that's a full toss, bowled at the stumps, but the length, the pacer needs to get sorted out quickly, because this is turning out to be expensive. Yeah, that's a much better delivery. I feel like there could have been a call for a second run there. Maybe add on to the scoreboard a little bit more, but seems the batsmen are content with playing it safe. But make no mistake, I feel like their intent is to keep it slow and steady until they reach around 24 deliveries. Yeah, the younger representatives of the game. That's sliced away.
Comes down the track and take advantage of that full toss delivery. Dispatched to the boundary beautifully.
Yeah, the line and length here has been really inconsistent. He's been trying to bowl at the stumps, but his length has been too full. Now that there is too wide. Put away cleanly by the batsman. It's these bad balls that might cost Delhi Giants the game here. They've been taking wickets at a consistent pace, and their bowling has been working well in tandem with the pacers and the spinners as well, but these loose balls can prove to be costly for them. That's a full toss again. Taken skyward by the batsman.
Attempting to that back of the hand slow ball.
Yeah, I mean, there's no longer substantial pace and swing offered by the pitch now, so they might be trying a few off cutters, a few knuckle balls. Might be trying to bring a few tricks off the trade out into the pitch, but they need to stick to the basics here, get the line and length correct. Glanced off the leg. And ends the over with a single. 16 overs down. Mumbai are 119 for 6.
A decent delivery, but an overthrow. Mumbai will say thank you very much for that one though. He was desperate to get a wicket off of that throw, but couldn't quite succeed. One more single. They are approaching a stage where they should start to capitalize by their aggressiveness. A pretty protective field. Five on the line. Still going with short third man and short fine leg. Successfully rotating the strike so far, but I haven't seen a boundary in this over yet. Shikhar keeping the line there, restricting the batsman just for a single. Constantly throughout this over, one more ball to go in this over, which will conclude the 17th over of this inning. Looks pretty exhausted under the blazing sun of Colombo sky. Today indeed is a hot day to be out there. Comes down the track, attempt for that loft. But Shikhar succeeds to restrict that delivery for a dot ball. 17 overs gone, 1, 2, 4 for 6. Alright, on to the final 18 deliveries of the batting innings. Yeah, that's wide. Yeah, both batsmen seem to be
happy with rotating the strike a bit, going for the single. But I feel like that shot, that wider delivery could have been put away.
Well, even the previous over consisted of just 4 singles.
Yeah, that skied. Falls in no man's land. There's a single there as well. That current run rate just above 7 runs per over. That skied. That seems to be a fumble there. Once again falls in no man's land. Yeah, there's good running there.
Yeah, I agree for that. And looking at the field setting, anything that falls within the 30-yard circle is pretty safe.
Definitely, all the fielders seem to have retreated into the deep. I think they must be intent to restrict boundary scoring as much as possible, and they've got the offside field pretty covered as well within 30-yard circle. So most of the run scoring seems to be from the leg side. They're content with letting the run scoring commence in the form of singles on the leg side, but yeah, seems to be a good field. Let's see if the bowler sticks to it. Yeah, that's well left. That's called a wide.
A very wide delivery that was indeed.
Yeah, the Giants need to be careful about not conceding any freebies there, misfields, wides, that sort of thing. That's a top edge. Goes past everyone and it's a boundary, and a welcome one at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mumbai won't mind that sort of mistake from their batsman. That's the danger with a pace attack at this time of the match. There's not a lot of purchase there for the pacers, so there's no pace on the ball. So if the batsman decides to take it on, and if the field isn't set right, it's going to be a quick boundary.
And that will conclude the 18th over.
Yeah, that was the dismissal earlier. These have been the dismissals, so the spinners being really impressive there. Aditya taking 2 wickets on the trot. Yeah, the 3 dismissals in 2 overs, and the fast bowler Shikhar was really impressive. Perfect setup there, dismissing the danger man for Mumbai. I feel like Delhi will be happy with their bowling performance today. They've really picked up the slack from their earlier performance yesterday at the Coles Cricket Ground. They've been leagues better here. But I feel like if Mumbai can make that final push, they should be good. Arman Shaikh, the wicket-keeper opener, dismissed for 15. Jairaj Good, the danger man for Mumbai, giving plenty of trouble for the Delhi Giants, scoring 65 off of 39. Neeraj Atwale, Suhan Kurdas and Nidad Musumdar, the skipper, having innings to forget, scoring 4 runs total. Anand Patel scoring 15 off of 23, substantial runs, but I feel not at the speed where he would have liked. Tushar Singha scoring 13 off of 10 and Kushal Bandari scoring 16 off of 10, so very firmly in the tail end there. They need to have their wits about them and score a bit more. Yeah, that's the slower delivery fooling the batsman. Reminiscent of Dusmant Chamir, bowling those slower deliveries in the depth.
The Jaidesh, who has been pretty consistent in the beginning of this inning, who gave Delhi a safer start. He was the consistent bowler throughout the opening arsenal.
Definitely, that opening volley of fast bowling was really a thing of beauty. Yeah, that's a loose delivery.
We jinxed it a bit there.
Definitely, commentator's curse is a thing in cricket. So maybe we should lay off the compliments until the over is done.
100% agreed.
Yeah, slower delivery seems to be the way to go. At the lower order, no established recognized batting pairs inside. They might be having a bit of a hard time navigating the slow deliveries, expecting the ball to come onto the bat.
And also, if there was pace on the ball, even the slightest edge can take the ball all the way to the boundary.
Definitely, and so it happened during the previous over. So Jaidesh is a dynamic bowler. That's what we were talking about.
Exactly, that was the exact demonstration of the fact that we were talking earlier. If that was a more pacey delivery, it could have been gone all the way to the boundary.
Boundary, definitely. Yeah, so bowling wise, they're really doing everything correctly. They just need a bit of luck, maybe get that dismissal or two that they've been looking for. But right now, they're doing a good job of restricting Mumbai here. Mumbai has a long tail, so they've got their work cut out for them. Let's flight it down the leg. A call for a second run.
Well, looks like our prediction about the first inning scoreline is coming into the array that we predicted. We said 140 to 160. And as it stands now at 18.4 overs, it's 138.
So 12 runs off the mark there. I feel like if they get to 150, that will be a competitive total. That's skied. And it's a maximum.
Very good connection of the bat. Dispatched all the way to a maximum there.
Too full for the bowler's liking, and the Mumbai batsman punishes it accordingly.
He read the slow ball perfectly there.
Definitely. Yeah, if you are bowling the slower balls, it needs to be wider than that. The arc of the bat meeting the ball perfectly, middles it down the ground. Perfect maximum late into the game. Just what they need to get them over that 150 mark. Tries a bit of a cheeky shot.
But no worries, he'll take a single off of that, leaving them 5 runs away from 150 runs. And that would be the end of the 19th over, 145 for 6. Oh, what a yoga that is. Right to the bottom of the off stump. Brilliantly executed.
Yeah, Shikhar reminiscent of Malinga here. That's the third delivery. That's clipped the off stump there. Yeah, easy pickings in the tail end here. Mumbai exposing their relatively long tail here. It's going to be tough going to get those last 5 runs. Yeah, Tushar Singh is scoring 21 off of 15 at a strike rate of 140. That's substantial runs, important runs there. So he'll be happy with his contribution, especially as a non-recognized batsman. But Sanket and Kushal need to pick up the slack here. 5 deliveries to go.
Well, with the conditions turning hot and the pitch being a bit more damaged after this over, I think if they can put up a benchmark of around 150,
they can defend it using their considerable spin arsenal.
Oh, good delivery once again.
Good glove work by the keeper as well. Yeah, Shikhar doing everything right here. Yeah, Sankit Ranade, 2 matches, has runs of 1. So, not a lot to boast about there. Yeah, Shikhar, for a lack of better words, I would say is a one-trick man. He knows his Yorkers work. He knows they're deadly. He knows they're effective for a top order batsman as well as a tail ender. So he sticks to what he knows and he does it well. 3 deliveries in, no runs conceded and a wicket to boot.
Consistently firing those deliveries in. Absolutely bamboozling the batsman there.
Yeah, these deliveries are really hard to navigate for the tail enders here. Delhi Giants coming in from the tail end of the innings to really hamper the Mumbai batting effort here. Alright, here we go. Well, that's a run out by Shikhar. Calm as you please. Confident to the end. Looks a bit winded there. Yeah, feels like that effort took the wind out of his sails there. But well worth it, I suppose. Yeah, that's really not the sort of running you want to see at the death there. Yeah, he's gone. Umpire makes a good decision there. Swift. The soft dismissal.
Smart judging the game by the wicketkeeper there. Instead of just throwing it towards his ends wicket, he patiently handed it over to the bowler.
Yeah, he had his wits about him, definitely. That's the sign of a well-drilled team, I feel like. They're not panicked. They're not hasty. They trust each other. Goes for another Yorker. Gets the 1 run. Yeah, seems winded there, Shikhar. But he needs to get over the line here. Just 1 delivery to go. Could make all the difference here.
Take a hard wild guess, Avin. Do you think this delivery will be dispatched to a boundary or not?
Well, they've got nothing to lose here. They've come remarkably close to 150, so I think the batsman might be looking to end on a high note here. Yeah, takes a wild swing at it and goes for a boundary.
Good guess there, Arvind. On point.
All right, Farviz, where's our money? We bet on 150 and 150 tees to the dot. And Mumbai end their batting innings. It's been a valiant effort and ends on a high note with a boundary. Yeah, the two batsmen walk into the pavilion. Must be happy men here. Content men at least. They've done their job.
Loki having that bit of self-satisfaction because they got right to the point that we talked about. Exactly 150 on the
Definitely.
scoreboard.
And as for Mumbai, this is how their batting has been. Arman Sheikh and Jairaj Good started the innings on a positive note, but the wicket-keeper was dismissed for 15 runs off of 10 deliveries. But Jairaj Good, the danger man for Mumbai, went on to post a mammoth score of 65 off of 39 at a rapid strike rate of 166. Neeraj Atwale scored 3 off of 7. Suvankar Das went for a duck, and the skipper Muzumdar scoring the solitary run. Anand Patel, Tushar Singh and Kushal Bandari all contributing with the bat with 15, 21 and 18 runs respectively. Really good strike rates from Kushal Bandari and Tushar Singha. Sanket Ranade going for a duck as well for a really tame run out. Rajesh Sonkar scoring 4 runs. His solitary delivery, and the Delhi Giants, their bowling attack has been really impressive, except Kushagra Sharma, who was relatively expensive at 12.25 runs per over. He took a scalp, conceding 49 runs throughout his 4-over spell. Aditya Archer at an economy of 5.25, scalping 2 for himself. But the pick of the bowlers, Shikhar Chowdhury, the danger man for Delhi Giants. He was concise and precise. So these were the highlights of the day. Farviz, what's your verdict?
Well, I think Mumbai did pretty well to capitalize on the power play. I think that's where they got to a very good start, and they safeguarded that they do get to the 150 benchmark because the power play matters a lot. If you consider arrays of overs, the overs 1 to 6 I guess have been the most amount of runs scored. Some of the wild hits by Jairaj. And that's where Delhi started to look pretty dangerous with their bowling, limiting the Mumbai batsmen and restricting their very good approach of the power play. Beautiful strokes all over the park. A bit of a misfield as well. There was a brilliant over dispatched by Shikhar. There, the dismissal of the danger man. I should also mention those maximums by the Mumbai team was very satisfying to watch as well. We have Navyata down there with the two star players of this inning ready to take on, and to have a bit of a chat with them. Navyata, it's your chance to take over now.
Yeah, host Navyata Singh ready at the grounds to interview and do the post innings presentation. Navyata, over to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, finally we have come to the end of the second innings with Mumbai and Delhi, and they have scored 151 runs. So let's have Jairaj from Mumbai to kindly join us. तो कैसा लगा आपको ये खेल कर?
बहुत बढ़िया लगा. स्कोर 150 हमारा क्योंकि टारगेट नहीं था, जैसा खेलना है वैसा खेलना. सामने वाली टीम अच्छी थी, तो सिर्फ हमें ये करना था कि खेल को पूरा निकालना था. इसलिए जो भी हुआ प्लानिंग था, उस प्लानिंग के हिसाब से खेल रहे थे.
तो आपने 65 रन्स ऑफ 39 बॉल्स आपने अचीव किया है, और वो भी 4 सिक्सेस, और आप डिहाइड्रेट भी हो गए थे. तो आपने ये क्या जादू किया?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. डिहाइड्रेट बाद में हो चुका था. थोड़ा क्रैम्प भी आया था पैर में, तो उस टाइम पे थोड़ा ह्यूमिडिटी बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो सबको वही प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है.
कल के मैच से आपको क्या लर्निंग्स था?
कुछ नहीं, खेलना है, सिर्फ अच्छा खेलना है. प्लानिंग भी वही था कि पूरा खेल के आएंगे और अच्छा खेलेंगे.
All the very best and may the best team win. Okay, so now let's welcome Shikhar from Delhi to kindly join us. Hey Shikhar, how was the game for you as of now?
The game was very good. We finished up very well at the end. My opinion is that I performed below. Yeah. So at the end, the total is 151 we need to chase down. I hope we'll chase down and we'll win the match.
What was any previous learnings from the yesterday's match? What inputs, what you can take and implement it for today?
The main input is just to bowl wicket to wicket. Less bouncers, but bowl wicket to wickets and we'll get wickets. That's it.
Who's going to be the best player from your teams, the best batsman?
I think all the players are best, from my opinion. There is only not a one single player can win the team. It's all the team efforts.
Absolutely. So yes, all the very best. 151, and I think you can chase that, and may the best team win. All the very best. Thank you. And now we move on to the commercial break.
An inning packed with a lot of action there.
There is a bit of purchase here for the spinners, and there's substantial purchase there, but I feel like as the day moves on, the spin will increase. There has been cracks because you have to keep in mind that this is a pitch that has been used for well over 60 apologies, well over 100 runs of 100 overs of cricket now. So obviously with the weather beating down, there's been absolutely no mercy here from the intense Colombo sun. It's going to be a good day for spinners. And yeah, the Burger Recreation Club grounds here, part of the myriad of grounds here in Colombo. Stalwarts of Sri Lankan cricketing culture. Club cricket is really prevalent here. It's part of the vernacular here. Young boys and girls grow up watching the cricket here wherever they can get their hands on, whether it be club cricket, grade A cricket, or the national team playing. Alright, so Delhi Giants needing 151 runs in 120 balls. Tushar is the pacer opening the bowling attack. Here we go.
Shubhendu going for that aggressive strike at once.
Definitely, I feel like that could have clipped the bat. So Shubhendu Kaushik, 2 matches, highest runs of 43, so strike rate of 215, so that's really impressive for an opener. So Mumbai will have their eye on him for sure, and as evidenced by the earlier delivery, he's someone who likes to take the bowler on. Takes a swing, and that's a maximum. The first of the innings, and it only comes on the second delivery.
Well, I have to mention, I mean, even yesterday when Shubhendu was batting, I was the commentator, and I absolutely enjoyed him batting because he scored those 43 runs out of around 19 deliveries, which was...
Definitely, it's a treat to watch. We are only 2 deliveries down now, so they're having a bit of a word there.
Even that delivery was not all that short. It was just short.
It was just short. It wasn't a bad delivery at all. He just put it away so skillfully. So the batsman setting a precedent here. He's setting the tone for the innings to come.
Well, I bet the Delhi Giants are hoping that Shubhendu will put on a display just like yesterday.
Well, it seems the batsman and the fielding side are having a bit of a word with each other. No idea what they might be saying though. Might be saying hello to each other. Well, might as well have a bit of chit chat while the fielders recover the ball.
Well, I mean, as long as you keep slaughtering those deliveries out of the park, you can have plenty of time to have a little chit chat with your opponents, for sure.
Definitely. And Madhav Narayan, the other opener, slightly less impressive. Strike rate of 40, so he'll be working on that. But you can't judge a batsman when he's only played 2 innings and he's only scored 2 runs. So I feel like we haven't yet seen the best of the other opener. So hopefully this will be the opportunity for him to capitalize on that opportunity, because the first 6 overs are crucial at this ground. You can score in excess of 60 runs here, so that's substantial. Yeah, so the umpire has decided on a verdict. He's sending in a new ball. The match as it stands, 145 runs needed from 118 deliveries. So Delhi Giants, set by the tone, will be looking to get over those 145 runs in quick succession.
Well, once Shubhendu goes back to his motherland, he can proudly boast he made a ball disappear in the streets of Colombo.
Definitely, and that's a large boast as well, because you can't easily put off those deliveries. All right, we are back to the state of play now. Yeah, shot. And that's dismissed.
Once again.
That's another maximum. Yeah, Mumbai not out to a great start here, but Delhi, they would not have called for a better delivery than that. That shot wide. There we go, that's far too short. Yeah, middles it perfectly. Goes for another maximum there. Or a boundary, it seems. No, it seems to be a maximum there. That's a wide. Had the right intention, wrong execution there. The length was good, but yeah, glances down the leg.
As a fast bowler, even I, in some instances, bowling against certain batsmen, I've wondered how can I get this man out, because every single delivery you bowl, he cleanly places it towards a gap and it goes all the way for a boundary, or either that, or if I bowl an extremely clever delivery, he leaves that alone or just middles it on the forward defense. It's very disappointing from the bowler's perspective.
Well, as frustrating it may be for the bowler, that's the sign of an intelligent batsman. Farviz, I know how much you empathize with the bowlers right now. So the batsman takes his back leg off, plays from the front leg. A good forceful defense. Skies
That's
it.
gone straight up. This could be the one and only opportunity that they'll get. Oh, they
No.
missed the opportunity.
A costly blunder there from Mumbai. Yeah, the batsman will be thanking his lucky stars there. He skied it. Yeah, that was a good delivery there.
There you have the mistake. Short and quick on the offside. Makes the mistake of going for a hook and top edges it. Goes all the way up and finally ends in a mistake.
Yeah, the
from
keeper was
Mumbai.
there to take that ball home. Yeah, especially as a bowler, especially when you've not bowled your best and there's a chance for you to dismiss the danger man and it's not capitalized upon. It can be frustrating here, but they need to keep their wits about him.
Madhav doing the right thing by rotating the strike once again. Not too aggressive he is. I think he's in the middle trying to play the role of an anchor.
Definitely, and with an aggressive batsman on the other side, I think anchor is the way to go, because one batsman, when it comes to dynamics like this, it's always important to remember that anchors are needed, especially in the shortest format. We tend to disregard anchors as artifacts from test and one-day fixtures, but in T20 as well, that state of mind of being the ball and being able to take a few hits and play slow, sensible cricket is needed sometimes, because without that steady basement you can't go for those aggressive periods of play where you're scoring well. Yeah, Delhi Giants doing well to take down the deficit. And these are the upcoming matches here at 2:30 in this very ground. We have the Karachi Lawyers versus the Colombo Titans, and Lahore Lawyers going against the Bangalore Tuskers. Bangalore Tuskers defeated yesterday on the second fixture at the BRC grounds by the narrowest of margins by the Calcutta Tigers. What a match that was. And Colombo Titans have been impressive. They've been surgical in their execution. Yeah, so the Mumbai opting to go for a spin and pace attack in tandem.
Bhavik Shah introduced to the bowling attack.
Yeah, that's good bowling. Nothing fancy.
Once again doing the basics right.
It straightens up against the batsman. Flights it well as well. Seems to be picking that rough spot for ways where we analysed a bit earlier in the day.
Too much on the leg side, that one.
Yeah, that's punished. Easy as you please.
These two batsmen are showing pretty quality shots in the middle.
And they're not manufacturing shots out of thin air either. They're putting away those bad balls.
That was definitely a bad ball down the leg side, and that was punished the way it deserves to be punished.
Yeah, when you're a spinner who's bowling to the right hander, bowling to the leg side is not the way to go, especially with the field that's been set.
I'm pretty curious that the wicketkeeper is not wearing a helmet at the moment.
Definitely of the braver disposition. That's a shot and a half. Clips the fielder's hands, leaves him wanting, and it's another boundary. Yeah, the bowler seems to have overcorrected. Ball into the off stump now. Yeah, his footwork is really good, the batsman. Plays it on the front leg, takes his back foot off, leaves enough room for the bat to take the arc properly.
And he is having the right intention, trying to capitalize in the power play.
Definitely 27 runs in just 10 deliveries. That's mighty impressive. Glances down the leg for a quick run. Yeah, that's good running.
The bowler seems to be a bit fluctuative with his line.
Yeah, his first two deliveries were things of beauty. Nothing fancy, but he got the basics correct. He was bowling stump to stump. Fuller length as well. But he's been wide of the mark. That's a good shot. Straight down the ground for another boundary. Yeah, the Delhi openers showing what's what. Two overs completed. Delhi Giants setting a massive precedent and setting a commanding total of 32 for no loss.
Oh, a brilliant delivery. Nipping back into the right hander there. A rather shorter delivery on that occasion. Worked towards the deep square leg region for a single there, safely. Tries to work it towards the leg side. He'll get a comfortable single. Comes down the track. And he'll get a single off of that as well. Once again, nicely rotated strike. Four runs so far from this over. Tushar seems to have corrected his lines and lengths a bit more tighter in this occasion. A very good delivery of the last over. Yeah, that's dismissed. But the fielder in the deep. Oh, what could have been? Yeah, it's classified as a maximum. Shubhendu gave away 2 chances so far.
Yeah, so Delhi Giants living fast and loose here. Seems to be working for them. Yeah, that was a good delivery. I feel like the fielder should have capitalized on it.
It was good plan execution as well because the field was perfectly placed. Once again, Shubhendu goes for that lofted shot on the offside. Finally carves it away for a boundary. 4 more runs for his name.
Yeah, the ball seems to be nipping back to the batsman. So retreats his back foot onto the leg stump and lets loose on the off.
Well, this is what they mean when they say catches win matches.
Without a doubt. Yeah, nips back into the batsman. That's a good delivery.
And now the wicket is also starting to show its colors with a bit of a spin there. I think we'll be able to expect a bit more of it in the evening. Beautiful connection with the bat. That time, absolutely no chance for the fielder. Sails away over the boundary line. for a maximum there. Yeah. Even went over the side screen, I guess.
Yes, it did. Yeah, puts that front leg in front. Comes around a meter and a half in front of the crease. Takes that back leg down to the front.
Mumbai should really start capitalizing on those chances they get throughout the inning.
Definitely. See, this is the rescue run. Yeah, it's definitely a casual atmosphere for the Delhi Giant openers. They seem to be taking the bowlers to the cleaners here, picking them apart. The funny thing is, it's not even the frequency of the bad deliveries. So 99 runs in 98 deliveries. They can afford to go run a ball here, but something tells me they are not going to let up. So my prediction was about 60 runs in the power play. They are set to go well over 80 here. Having a bit of a chat, the Mumbai players. Yeah, they need to be having a proper discussion about the field placement here. Might be hello, might be mind games with the batsman. You can never tell. Yeah, having a bit of a civilized discussion there.
Mumbai cannot afford to let the Delhi openers sail with this frequency. Could be very dangerous.
Lots of fielding changes in the field. Yeah, they spread out the field now as much as the fielding restrictions can afford. A lot of fielders on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Yeah, that shows they need a slip in place, because it's been found to consistently beat the batsman because the spin now is substantial. Yeah, right idea, wrong execution again. Long off was there, but at that point it was just a pipe dream for him. That's another boundary.
He's just swinging his arms freely, and whenever the ball connects to the bat the right way, it goes all the way, without a doubt.
Yeah, the batsmen are doing the basics properly. These are not extravagant shots. These are just good cricket shots executed well. 95 off of 96. Now this, I think, is the first time this has happened in the entire tournament. Early in the power play, they've cut down the deficit to a point where they can go at less than run a ball.
That was not a small deficit either. It was a deficit of 31 runs.
Definitely.
But now they are one point ahead.
See, all the fielding changes in the world won't mean a thing if the bowling is not on point. I feel like these two batsmen are predisposed to a bit of daredevilry. They like to take the bowler on. They play good cricket, yes. But I feel like if the run scoring were to dry up a bit, I feel like frustration can set in, and that's where Mumbai can capitalize and scalp a wicket or two. Not every delivery needs to be that wicket taken delivery. So right now they need to stick to a firm line and length and bowl to the field.
And they should also make sure that it's not too late when they scalp that first wicket. Because if they manage to have more than the amount of wickets necessary at a certain instance, they might get comfortable even though a wicket falls.
Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, all the fielders have been brought in. No one in the deep except in the leg side field.
There's a deep square leg in place. Once again, good bowling.
Yeah, that's a good length. That's shorter. But there's considerable bounce here. So it beats the batsman. Tries to slide it cross mid wicket. Yes, that might be the wicket they've been waiting for. Makes a lot of ground. That's a valiant effort from the fielder. Makes a lot of ground. Would have been taking a reverse catch.
But I think on that occasion, the sweeper cover should have called for the catch and he should have come forward.
Forward, yes.
Running backwards for a catch.
Yes. You need to take the initiative there. Especially if you see that the other fielder is running backwards. See, the sweeper cover was in the wrong there, I believe. Should have capitalized there. Yeah, the bowler is fielding a field that's set really strongly on the offside. Short, wide deliveries.
Well, I mean, the bowler is doing pretty decent for the field that he has set, but it's the fielders on the wrong.
Yeah, he's sticking to that line because he has faith in the fielders and that they will be able to get those dismissals, get those catches. But so far, they missed 3. So I feel like the deliveries will revert back to wicket-to-wicket deliveries. Yep, there we go.
Tried to carve it on the outside. But the fielder managed to get a hold of it.
And
with one more delivery to go in the 5th over. And the scorecard being 57 runs. Looking really lethal.
Punished.
Very good connection with the bat. But the field placement was correct.
That's a good sound of the bat as well. 5 overs in. Delhi Giants are 58 for 0.
Bhavik Shah.
Yeah, that's a good shot, but the fielding placement is correct here. Plays it off the back foot. And they have their first dismissal. Perfect execution there. Field was set for that shot. Set up from the previous delivery as well. And the man in form walks.
Well, he managed to keep his consistency. In the last game, he scored 42, and this time it's 43 in the last game, I beg your pardon, and this time it's 42.
Definitely. What an innings this has been. Sanket Ranade. Scoring 43 off of less than 20 deliveries. That's mighty impressive. Shub should be pleased with his batting effort here. He's done his job.
Bhavik Shah, the man to get the first breakthrough for the Mumbai.
Yeah, he set the batsman up perfectly. Field was set for the catch there. Just off the off stump. That's the sort of fielding effort that we needed during the power play, and it materializes during the final over. So better late than never from Mumbai. But Delhi Giants have done substantial damage here. Yeah, that's a good delivery. Glanced off the leg. A nimble footwork here from the Delhi Giants. But they need to be careful about playing it late. Yeah, Madhav and Rishabh at the crease here. Both are batsmen in form. Madhav, to be sure, making a better showing of himself in his second match. Needing 92 off of 86. Perfectly gettable for the Delhi Giants. And the penultimate delivery of the power play. That's a good delivery.
Well, as you said earlier, I mean, the bowlers have started to slow down their dynamic at this stage of the game.
Definitely, and with the substantial purchase that the spinners have on the ground, I think the pacers will take a back seat now. I think it's going to be dominated from spin, moving along. And that's the end of the power play.
Well, what we can take from the Delhi Giants spinners is that their consistency. That's what brought them wickets. And intelligent placements of field and strategic thinking.
Definitely, and it seems to have paid dividends for them. You could see in the first 3 overs, Delhi Giants were 36 for the loss of no wickets. Just after the power play, 6 overs in, they're still at 59. They haven't reached the 60 run mark. So Mumbai, slowly but surely, have been putting their bowlers to good use. They've been drying up the runs, and just as I said, the frustration set in. That beats the wicket keeper, races off to the boundary. You were telling me, Farvez, about how teams should be careful about how they use their paces, because it's a dusty outfield and it's very quick. So an edge here could very well race off to the boundary. And runs are something you do not want as a fielding side. Glanced off the leg as well. There's a costly miss. Failed races off to the boundary line, and it's another boundary. 2 on the trot. Errors here from the Mumbai camp.
That should have been a comfortable take for the fielder.
Definitely, but that's a good shot from the batsman. Jumps up a little bit. Plays it late again. On the pads.
There
That's
it
timber.
is. There it is. The absolute perfect delivery, thrashing into the stumps.
That line was so tight. Perfect. Nip spin. Back into the off stump. Ever so slightly fools the batsman completely.
And takes that slight window between the bat and the pad and thrash it onto the off stump. What a good delivery that is.
Madhav Narayan scoring 21 off of 17. He was off to a flying start, but he has to go back to the pavilion now. Delhi Giants 68 for 2.
New batsman Aditya walks in to join his partner in the middle, Rishabh. Both of the batsmen relatively new in the middle now. They're going to have to play an entirely new game in the middle to establish themselves and to carry themselves throughout the inning towards the end that they anticipate to have.
Yeah, Mumbai here with a comeback. They need to capitalize on this opportunity. Yes, they've taken 2 quick scalps, but they've been conceding runs at a really disadvantageous rate. 10.46 runs per over. So they need to get their house in order in terms of the dot balls as well.
Well, if we talk in terms of yesterday's game of Delhi Giants against the Colombo Titans, the middle over and the top order, apart from Shubhendu, could not get past that single digits. So in this game, they'll try and get themselves together.
Definitely, the openers did their job perfectly, I must say. 21 and 40 odd runs. Field in the shortest format. That's about as much as you can ask from a good opening pair. That's an edge again, collected by third man.
That's more of a smart approach to play as the third man and the fine leg and in the line. Because with this quick and dusty outfield, even a slightest of edges can be a huge advantage for Mumbai. Disadvantage for Mumbai, I beg your pardon. Oh, well fielded in covers. That was absolutely hammered on the offside, but the fielder at covers comfortably takes it. Make sure it's safe. Well, that was hammered. Absolutely no chance for the fielders to get a hold of it. dispatched to the boundary with so much power that the fielder at the deep square leg position could only stand and watch it race away for the boundary. What a shot once again. That was the conclusion of the 7th over. Delhi Giants still going on a favourable run rate, 73 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. The atmosphere is extremely hot now with the blazing Colombo sun. Bhavik continues with his tight line and length. Again, a good delivery. It spins into the right-hander. We can see Aditya's desperation to get some runs off of it. Slugs it on the onside. The fielder can do nothing about it and it races away for a maximum over his head. Beautiful slog sweep executed on the onside. He'll get the most out of it. Once again, beautiful connection off the bat. Absolutely no chance for the fielder in deep mid-wicket. A slight miss there. A bit of a mix-up there between the batsman and the non-strikers and the bowler. Aditya tried to come down the track and work it towards long on for a single, but couldn't quite succeed in the end. Carefully plays it towards the fine leg region. Is there a fielder? Yes, it is being protected. That is the end of the 8th over. The conclusion is 81 for 2. Well, as you can see, the run chase is so far so successful. Just 70 runs needed of 72 balls as the game stands right now. The Giants got 8 more wickets in their arsenal. As you can see, Shubhendu dominating the top order, 42 off of 20 balls, and Madhav successfully giving justice to his role with 21 runs off of 17 deliveries, giving very good support to Shubhendu. And currently on strike, Rishabh Soni and Aditya Archia. The bowling scorecard not looking too good for Mumbai. All bowlers having an economy above 10 runs apart from Kushal Bandari, who has been a successful campaigner so far for Mumbai in this inning. Nicely worked on the offside for a single. Another single on the onside. With the proceeding of the death overs, they've started to rotate the strike successfully. And Rajesh has been introduced to the bowling attack. The left arm orthodox. And Delhi are not in a hurry either, because they've got 70 balls to get just 68 runs out of. So they can sit back a little. Just casually rotate the strike. Beautifully played on the offside, piercing the outfield all the way for a 4. The fielder at extra covers could do absolutely nothing about that shot. That went flying past. Rishabh finding his rhythm. Nicely worked on the offside for another single there. For both the batsmen, there's a classic death over field placement. Sweeper covers, long on, long off, and deep mid-wicket, including a deep square leg. That's clean. That looks pretty close. A desperate appeal. It's not given. Maybe the umpire thought it was a bit too high for that to be given. Maybe. Looked pretty close to me though from this angle. That looks extremely close. Must have been a very hard decision for the umpire there.
Yeah, it seems to have hit the bat there for me.
Maybe. Could have been an inside edge.
Yeah, it's a hot, warm day here.
That warmness itself of the atmosphere is making all the bowlers desperate to scream for that wicket when they are doing an appeal.
Definitely, when you're trying for an appeal here at the BRC grounds, I can empathize with the bowlers here. It's not easy. It's tough bowling out here, delivery after delivery, and sometimes the rewards just don't keep coming. So sometimes you have to pray for a bit of luck there. Yeah, plays with the spin there. Good effort by the field in deep. .62 of 65.
Aditya coming down the track for that loft, but his head was a bit too up on that occasion. He was trying to just swing the arms to dispatch the ball for a boundary, but his technique on that shot was not on point. His weight was on his back foot. That is not what you should be having when you're coming down the track.
Yeah, your weight should be facing the front. Your head should be in line with your feet.
Well, there I think Aditya let go of his technical aspect of the batting.
Well, as long as you score runs, I don't think...
Nothing to worry about for the Delhi Giants there. Falls short of the deep square leg.
Yeah, so Mumbai, they don't seem to be concerned with the runs leaking too much here. I think they're trying to restrict the number of maximums and boundaries that the Delhi Giants can score. But you have to remember, they're already at 92. The score to beat is 150. So they need to be careful of the fact that they only have 60 runs to play around with. And they're only down 2 wickets yet. So they either need to bowl them out, because this is very much a gettable total.
Once again a single. I think in this occasion, Mumbai should try to look and change up their approaches a little bit, because it's almost 10 overs and they just need 57 more runs.
Definitely, and halfway down the innings, Delhi Giants are 94 for 2.
Rajesh coming in once again. A good delivery, a decent delivery.
Yes, slices it off the back foot. But restrictive field. Make sure that no runs are conceded. Yeah. Slams it down the leg. Field in the deep takes it.
And I think, the conventional death over T20 approach is to have 5 fielders in the deep. And they usually do not care about the singles. They just try to restrict and stop those maximums and boundaries. But in this specific standpoint, with 56 runs to get from 57 deliveries, I think...
Yeah, the death over field setup is not the way to go.
It's not the way to go. They should switch things up and go for more of a attacking approach, because otherwise it could be a very, very, very smooth sail for the Delhi Giants to go to their victory.
Definitely, but maybe, just maybe, Mumbai might be looking to get the Delhi batsmen into a state of complacency. At least that's the way it might seem. Yeah, that's a good lift. Straight over covers. That's a boundary. So right now they're comfortable here. Delhi are comfortable.
And they've gotten so used to this field setting as well, because he went to that loft over extra covers, even though there was sweeper covers in place, because he's been in that same angle for a long time now. And he knows what happens where, the batsman. So he's extremely comfortable in this
yeah,
set
you
piece.
can't blame the batsman for being complacent, because the field setting has been consistent. I'm not sure whether consistency is a good word to throw around here, but 100 runs now for the Delhi Giants. 11 overs. The Giants are 100 for 2. Yeah, that's flighted. The fielder does well, but yeah, that wasn't a boundary, was it, Farviz?
It wasn't a boundary. He did brilliant on the line. Managed to keep it restricted inside the boundary line. Very well done. You cannot afford to do those sorts of mistakes at this point of the game.
Especially in a pitch where the wicket offers so much purchase for the spinners, you just cannot afford to get your lines incorrect.
And that was way too much on the leg side, and that was thrashing in as well. So the batsman just had to show a little bit of his bat.
And for a batsman that's comfortable batting in front of the crease and using his leg as well as this batsman does, you can't afford to give him deliveries like that.
What a strike that was. Just comes down the track, absolutely dispatches it over the head of the bowler all the way for a maximum. This is getting second nature for the batsman here.
Yeah, Delhi Giants going for a bit of batting practice at this point now. I mean, it's not even unfair to say here. Mumbai are getting absolutely thrashed here, and they need to get their house in order. Their bowlers are getting really complacent here in a position where they cannot afford to be. That's a better delivery there. Flighted, yes, but just into that dry patch in front of the batsman. I think the batsmen are also doing a smart bit of cricket here. They are coming in front of the crease. They are negating the amount of turn that the spinners can get, because they are covering the dry patch with their footwork as well.
Well, a bit of slow work from the wicket keeper there. I think the batsman might be safe in that occasion.
Yeah, I presume as well, but it's always a good bet to check using modern technology. Yeah, he's safe.
If he had been a bit more swift though, as soon as he got the ball and he crashed it towards the stumps.
Yeah, you could see that the stumping was done on the rebound. I feel like if he took it with the swing, there might have been a dismissal there. So it's a Nelson here. Opportunity for the Mumbai team. Yeah, that was a good throw and all.
That could have been a wicket.
Yeah, that was hesitation from the wicket keeper. Yeah, poor delivery again.
But luckily there was a deep square leg in place, more circle towards the fine leg region, so he was able to get there in time and stop that from going to the boundary. At the end of the 12th over, it's 1-1-3 for 2.
That's dispatched.
Oh, that absolutely disappeared. What a clean hit that was by Rishabh.
Yeah, that delivery just disappeared into the tree line. That's too wide. It's too wide. You cannot afford to bowl deliveries like that.
I mean, usually an average batsman wouldn't get the maximum off of that delivery because it was very wide, but his swing is huge.
Huge, yeah. And his footwork is good.
Is
yeah,
good,
he takes that back foot off so that the arc can follow the proper swing.
And the batsmen are really redeeming themselves from the performance from yesterday.
Definitely,
that as well.
Definitely. Making a good case for themselves to be champions of this tournament. Really, it's been impressive so far. Just 12 overs in, 119 runs. That's impressive for any side, really.
Very smart batting. Very smart batting from Rishabh.
The bowler changing his approach now, approaching in wide of the crease and throwing it in. darting it into the batsman's stump. I don't know if that's the right approach, but in any case, the Delhi Giants seem to be navigating it well. They're tweaking it off into the leg. Normally, I'd call for a second run here as well, but singles seem to be the order of the day because the maximums are coming out like nothing. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. That's another maximum. Yeah, we are going to have a hard time figuring out who the most impressive batsman in the Delhi Giants lineup is because they've all come out here and they've all performed really well. That's not a good delivery at all.
That's a much better delivery.
Yeah. See, he should have stuck with that approach, coming in wide of the crease and darting it back into the batsman. That works. Still doesn't stop him from scoring a single though. Yeah, that's wide again. Straight to the field though. That's 12, 13, 14, 15 runs off that over. 13 overs gone. Delhi Giants are 128 for 2, needing 23 off of 42 deliveries. It's going to be early lunch here at the BRC grounds. Yeah, that's the one of the better deliveries we've seen. No celebration there, muted.
I mean, we can understand the situation there down in the fielding unit.
But that's a good delivery.
Yeah,
though.
brilliant delivery. Thrashing into the stumps.
Nips in back into the middle stump. Tight length as well. But the batsman has done a superb job here. Yeah, that's the accurate motion there. Nips in quick inside. I don't think the batsman would be too upset with his performance here. Yeah, Sanket is the new batsman in. Yeah, run rate of close to 10 runs per over, 23 runs of 41 deliveries. It's looking dire for Mumbai. If they can capitalize on this new wicket, bowl them out, it's not impossible. They've got 7 overs, but not a lot of runs to play with. I'm a little puzzled here, Farviz. Do you think the pitch is giving the batsman a bit of assistance, or is it just that the Delhi Giants' magnificent batting has been combined with a lackluster bowling and fielding effort from Mumbai.
I think the realistic thing that was happening here was the latter that you mentioned. It was definitely the brilliance of both the batsmen and their confidence, and the lack of consistency from the bowlers. So
Definitely.
that was what was happening here. Absolutely no assistance from the pitch though. I mean, it's supposed to spin. The spinners are supposed to capitalize on these conditions, but they haven't been.
And their fielding has been lackluster, to say the least. They've been cutting corners left and right.
They missed a lot of opportunities. Yesterday, if we look at the Mumbai match, their fielding has been impressive, very impressive. Because whenever we thought, within the commentary box, whenever we thought a ball was being dispatched to the boundary, there was always a fielder on the line protecting that boundary. Like, we were surprised. At some point, I was discussing with my co-commentator about that one specific fact. We were like always waiting for that boundary to go because we were a bit bored as well.
Yeah, today Mumbai has been put into a state of complacency. They scored 150 runs, which was fairly impressive. It was a gettable score, but again, seems about average for a ground like this. But Delhi Giants have made quick work, and rather than the absolute dominance of their batting, something that has factored in is the lackluster performance from the bowling side. It's another quick run there. Deficit boils down to 20.
And yesterday Mumbai emerged victorious, and Delhi Giants lost their game against Colombo Titans, and today the story has been entirely different.
Yeah, Shikhar, the new batsman at the crease with his amazing bowling effort. 3 wickets. Reminiscent of Jasprit Bumrah. Bowling the delivery straight at the stumps. Accurate as one can be in these conditions. And at the end of the 14th over, Delhi Giants are 131 for 3. Yeah, that's been middled extremely well. Something I should note that for any aspiring cricketer, something that can be taken from the Delhi Giants lineup is their footwork. Their back foot game has been extremely strong. They know their positioning well, and they've got the basics down. And when that comes against a less than stellar bowling attack like this is the result that you get. 132 runs in less than 90 deliveries. That's impressive to me. But good on the Giants for capitalizing on such an opportunity. It's not always that you see batting sides taking advantage of lackluster bowling performances, but they have. And kudos to them for having that awareness. Yeah, loft shot takes the top edge. Goes for a quick run there. Yeah, there's a sense of defeat from the Mumbai camp here. Yeah, slow pace here. You could see from the run-up itself that the bowler wasn't looking to apply a lot of pace on that delivery, and yet it beat the batsman. So Shikhar ought to be a little bit more careful. I feel like this over might end with a slow delivery. Yeah, takes the pace off the ball again. That's a good length to be bowling the slow delivery. Yeah, Shekhar might sky this delivery, so he needs to be careful here. Well bowled delivery to a well set field. 15 overs down. Delhi Giants are 134 for 3. Yeah, that's good running there. Again, comedy of errors here. Yeah, these are the sort of antics that have cost Mumbai the match here. And kudos to the Delhi Giant batsman. 15 runs to go. You wouldn't expect any batting side in the world to keep running and bridge that deficit as aggressively as they did. But they do. And that discipline has worked wonders for them. Alright, seems to be darting the ball inside.
A pretty decent Yorker there, restricting the batsman from scoring any runs in that occasion.
15 off of 27. Delhi Giants, what a comeback story. Yesterday, they were down and out for the count, but today they've come back and bounced back stronger than ever. Dismissed.
What a clean hit that was, right off the middle of the bat. Connected it so well. And absolutely smashed it out of the park. What a shot. And talking about comeback story, I mean, yesterday it was a massive loss for them, a loss of 9 wickets. The Colombo Titans managed to grasp their victory within just a loss of one wicket. They chased that total of 120 under around 14-15 overs. So it was massive for them. So today the story is entirely different, so props to them.
Yeah, props to the Delhi Giants, but I can empathize with the Mumbai bowlers here. Might be looking to get this match with soon.
A shot doesn't get cleaner than that, Tavin.
And that ought to be one for the books. Swings it perfectly. The connect, the timing, the footwork. It's the basics. And they get it right at every turn. Dismissed again. It's another maximum. And the Delhi Giants win.
What a fairy tale this is. It has been a game of a fairy tale, absolutely. Ends it in perfection with 4 more overs to spare and 7 more wickets in their arsenal. What a win.
Yeah, it's a convincing victory here for the Delhi Giants. 152 for the fall of just 3 wickets off of just 16 overs. It was a very gettable score from the beginning, but the fire and the aggression as well as the tempered discipline from the Delhi Giants took them over the line. And for Mumbai, their downfall lay in their lackluster fielding and bowling efforts because their batsmen did a stellar job today. All in a day's work for the Delhi Giants team. They can take a breather now. But for Mumbai, it's back to the drawing board here. They need to brainstorm a bit more. they need to work on what they got wrong here if they are going to make a case for themselves in the tournament to come.
Well, in the long run, Mumbai cannot afford to make those mistakes anymore in the upcoming games, because they need to be topping the charts in order to go a far journey in this tournament. So they should be looking to correct their mistakes, as you said, Davin.
Definitely, and if you remember the leaderboards of the batting performances of the tournament, the top 2 scorers are both from Mumbai. So in terms of batting, there's really nothing more to be said about Mumbai. They're doing the batsmen are doing their job, but as for the bowling, well, it leaves something to be desired, and it cost them the match today. But congratulations to the Delhi Giants. They made a convincing account of themselves and made a comeback from yesterday, and what a comeback it has been. These are the Delhi Giants. The wicketkeeper Shubhendu Kaushik scoring 42 off of 20. Really convincing performances all around, scoring at a strike rate of 210. Madhav Narayan scoring 21 off of 17. Slightly less impressive, but no less substantial, scoring at 123. Rishabh Soni, bowled by Sanketh Renade, scoring 31 off of 19 deliveries. So these are all finishing level strike rates. 163. Aditya Archia, the captain, scoring 49 not out off of 34 deliveries. Bad luck for him. 1 run off the fabled 50. But he'll be a happy man. He took his team over the victory line. And Shikhar Chowdhury contributing 2 off of 6. So the batsmen doing their job here. Being contributed 7 extras off of 16 overs. Delhi Giants making a convincing account of themselves. Mumbai, on the other hand, slightly less so. Tushar Singh bowling 3 overs, conceding 8 runs, taking no scalps. Bhavik Shah, the most expensive bowler of the lots, conceding 27 runs off of just 2 overs. Suvankur Das having 1 wicket for his efforts, but still conceding 9 overs per over. Kaushal Bandari, expensive as well, 7.5 runs per over. Rajesh Sunkara, Sanketh Renade, both conceding more than 9 runs per over. Fall of wickets, unimpressive. Not a good account of themselves. But Mumbai will have to go back to the drawing board here and come up with a better plan for their next encounter, because it will only get tougher from here. And these were the highlights, and I must say,
Check.
would have rather just shown the entire match again, because the entire Delhi batting effort was just a highlight reel in and of itself. Every delivery struck away, punished with convincing vigor. You can see the footwork there. It's been really impressive. They've gotten the basics right, and combined with the lackluster performance from Mumbai, it's been easy peasy. Takes that front leg away, and that was the first dismissal. Yeah, it's been misfields like this all along. That's been the sub story for the Mumbai side. That was one of the better deliveries. Muted celebrations there as well. But then the other batsman took them apart as well. Yeah, ambitious sweep shots there. Yeah, what impressed me the most was the rotation of the strike. It wasn't just one shot again and again. They scored on the off and the leg fairly often. And it speaks to the raw strength and tenacity of the batsman, where you can get down on one leg and score a maximum of that effort. Delhi have themselves a really impressive batting roster here. They can rest easy knowing that they can go deep into the tournament here.
That was the last strike of the game. Yeah,
Okay,
muted.
so finally we've come to the end of the Delhi and Mumbai match, and Delhi is successfully won, and we have Aditya here with us. So बोलिए कि it was a easy win, tough win, challenging, easy था. मुझे पता था कि दिल्ली ही जीत जाएगा, तो आप बोलिए कि कैसा रहा?
ये शुरू में जब बैटिंग कर रहे थे बॉम्बे वाले तो इजी विकेट नहीं था, पर बाद में बड़ा अच्छा विकेट हो गया, तो बॉल भी सीधा चल रहा था, अच्छा बैट पे आ रहा था.
तो 2-3 विकेट्स उन्होंने they lost actually, they missed those 2-3 catches. What do you have to say about that?
हाँ, कैचेस पकड़ोगे तभी मैच जीतोगे.
बिल्कुल. तो कैसा लग रहा है कि what are the previous learnings, what you actually learned from the previous matches?
बस यही कि अच्छे से खेलना है और टॉस जीत के फील्डिंग ही करनी है पहले, बाद में बैटिंग करनी है.
वो मुझे भी पता चल गया कि whoever wins the toss, they always select to field because it will be easier for them to again like finish and battle the game. So yes, so how are you feeling excited for the next upcoming games now? कुछ अच्छा strategy है, कुछ special strategy है, कुछ key players हैं, तो उनके बारे में बोलिए.
की प्लेयर शुभेंदु कौशिक है, अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहा है पूरे टूर्नामेंट में, आज भी अच्छे छक्के मारे उसने. एक माधव नारायण है, अच्छा प्लेयर है, वो भी ऑलराउंडर है. एक शिखर चौधरी है, अच्छा प्लेयर है वो भी. ऋषभ है. हमारे पास अच्छी बैटिंग लाइन है, बॉलिंग लाइन भी अच्छी है.
So all the very best Delhi, and a very hearty congratulations sir आपके लिए and the entire team. Cheers. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so now we have with us Aditya. So tell me what really happened in the game, what made us lose this game firstly.
So I thought 150 was a good score. Considering the track, I thought it was a decent score. But I think unfortunately the 3 or 4 drop catches that we had in the first 6 overs itself, where they got a flying start. Had we perhaps caught even one of those 2 or 3 chances that we got, things could have been a little different. Because as we saw after the first 6 overs, they struggled. They couldn't score as many runs or as quickly as they wanted. So maybe an early wicket or a couple of wickets, the game would have been a little different.
So what are the key learnings, what you really learned from today's match?
No, I think we batted well. So the learning is perhaps the bowling. We should still be bowling in the right areas. The bowling was perhaps a little on both sides, offside, leg side. It was not as per the field. And fielding, of course, because that was a big important factor because of which I think we lost the game. So yes, we need to improve in the field and bowl a little better. Because on these tracks, I think 150, 160 is a par score, a good score. You can't expect the batsman to go out there, start slogging and getting 200 every game. The bowlers need to learn to defend 150 now.
I was just about to say that 150 is still a good score, but it was a little hard luck for us this time maybe.
Yes, as I said, drop catches. So I don't know whether it's bad luck or just bad fielding, but yeah, maybe those catches if we had caught, the game could have been very different. So, but I think overall we played good cricket. Getting 150 on this track was not easy. In fact, even if you asked me before the toss, perhaps 150 would have been a good score to get, which we got. So yes, maybe a little better bowling and fielding, and next time we'll do better.
Absolutely. So wish you all the very best, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. And over to the commentator.
Yeah, that was an account of the valiant effort from both sides with our host. But now for a summary of the match of the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament between Mumbai and the Delhi Giants. Delhi Giants having a convincing victory, having won the toss and putting Mumbai into bat first. Jairaj Gur, the danger man for Mumbai, scoring 65 off of 39, and Tushar Singha contributing with the bat as well. But Shikhar Chowdhury, Aditya Archa and Kushagra Sharma contributing with the wickets, scoring 3 scalps, 2 wickets and 1 respectively. Kushagra Sharma was slightly expensive, conceding 49. But in the end, Delhi Giants were convincing with their victory. And these are the upcoming matches, ladies and gentlemen. Karachi Lawyers versus Colombo Titans in a short while at 2:30. Lahore Lawyers versus the Bangalore Tuskers in a short while as well. And we will be meeting you soon after lunch. So until then, it's goodbye from the commentary booth, and we will see you for the next match to come.